In the Getting Started Beginners course, I gave a quick introduction to tuning the bass by simply tuning to a reference note, specifically my bass open strings. So let's quickly go over that method. I'm going to play a backing track of the in-tune open strings that I can tune to myself, and we can have a listen to how that works. So we'll start with the open G string. Now this is a really good string to tune first of all because it's a little higher than the others. So it's a little bit easier to hear. So here's the sample of the open G string. So that's what we're wanting to aim for. Now I'm just going to put my string out of tune. So we want to listen to that note and then listen to our string. We want to hear whether it's flat or sharp. Okay, we want to listen to the difference. So instantly you can hear that there's all that vibration and that horrible sound that's out of tune. Okay, so we listen to that note. Bam, bam. You can hear the difference in the note. Okay. Now, if I was to be sharp, let's take it up a little bit. You can hear that our note is sharp there. Bam, bam. Okay. So that's the first step, to find out whether we're sharp or flat, because then we'll know which way we've got to go to get back in tune, okay? So, once again, so we're sharp, so we need to bring the string down, so we need to loosen it off. So we listen to the reference tone and then play the note. Okay, and that's the sound of the in-tune string, okay? So to do that, I just turned it anti-clockwise to loosen it off. If I'd have wanted to sharpen the note, I'd have turned the tuner clockwise, okay? So if I was flat, so let's take it down again. I'll start with the reference tone again. So here's the reference tone. So we play. And if you have any problems with getting that note in tune, just drop it down again, take it right out, because sometimes you can get close and close and think, oh, it's not just there, so take it down. Flattening it's a lot easier. Okay, and there's the in-tune sound, so that nice pure tone, okay? If you have any problems hearing whether you're sharp or flat, or you have any problems getting right there in tune, you know, you're getting close but no cigar, loosen the string off. Take it right out of tune again. And certainly if you can't tell whether you're flat or sharp, because one thing you don't want to do is start tuning up and up and up and then, you know, snap the string. So, good little tip there, loosen it off. You don't have to loosen it right off, you know, you don't want it to fall off the bass, but take it down a bit and then listen to the note. So we can hear there that we're flat, okay? And you know that it's flat because you've loosened it right off. So again, sometimes you have to wiggle it around a little bit. Like I say, if you're getting close and you think, oh, it's not quite there, loosen it off again. Sometimes it actually helps to hit it and then just try and bring it straight in, and you'll hear the vibrations die off. You'll hear it come back into tune. So you can kind of instinctively do it like that, okay? So like I say, if you have any problems, just make sure to loosen it off. So then you just want to repeat that process with each string. So I'll quickly go through them. I've just put them out of tune a little bit so that, you know, we have to work out whether they're sharp or flat. So first of all, the D string. It's flat there. And as you get closer, you'll hear those vibrations level out. Okay, now let's try the A string. That's sharp. Listen to how it comes in. I'll go sharp again. So you want to hear those vibrations, you want to hear it pulsating, and then as you come in, it evens off, gets cleaner, okay? Now let's try the E string. So that was sharp. So I'll loosen it off again. And you can hear there, as I bring it in, it evens out, okay? So that's one way to tune, using an external reference, but we can also tune to ourselves. If you have a string that you know is in tune, then you can use that as a reference. So if you just want to quickly tune a string that's just gone out of tune, there's pretty much two common ways to tune an out of tune string to an in tune string. So first we'll use the fretted note method. Now, each open string of a bass guitar is the same pitch as the 5th fret on the next lower string. So the 5th fret of the E string is the same as the open A string. We've got the A there, 5th fret of the E string is the same as the open A. Same here, 5th fret of the of the A string is the same as the open D string. 5th fret of the D string, the G there, is the open G string. It's the same pitch. So we've got. So for each open string, we can tune to the next string on that 5th fret. So let's say that the G string's out of tune. So I'll just take it out of tune there. So if we know the D string is in tune, we can play that 5th fret there because we know that's the note that we want. There's the G. And we can hear there it's out of tune. Okay? That's that waver I was talking about. If you play them both together. So what we want to do is get that G back to the same pitch as there. So we just... So we need to sharpen, tighten it up until we get to that same pitch. Now it can be hard with doing this fretted method because you either have to, if you want to ring both strings out, you're going to have to use this hand, which can be quite hard to reach up. So what you often have to do is just play the G there, then play the open string, and then just, you know, trial and error. Just try it a little bit, have another listen. So if we go out of tune again, so we know it's flat there, tune it up, and it's getting there. You know, you just want to keep trying and trying until you get it in tune. So if I was trying with the D string, let's say the D string's out of tune, you can hear there, 5th fret of the A string, sharpen it up. You know, and you just go through them like that, just because it's, like I say, you can't do it with no hands on the neck. You always have to have that hand down there. So it's a case of, what does it sound like? Okay, well, it sounds like that. Just, you know, trying to remember the pitch that you need and then just work up to it with the tuning peg.